my plan is Limitless Podcast. We're gonna actually film and create a movie. Would you say that movies have got like more popular or like least popular? Like when you think about like video games.
I'd say they've become a lot softer.
A lot softer.
A lot of reboots are having to occur, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, like got Total Recall, Breaking Point Break. That's one.
Wasn't Grease another one that was being critically acclaimed? Well, not critically acclaimed, but like sort of evaluated in its message and whatnot, because it was
Grease.
I did hear it. Grease, yeah, with John Travolta.
Is that the one where they like?
Never seen.
Wait, what is Grease again? Is that the one? Is that like the 50s show one?
Exactly, that's the one. There you go. That's the one basically like.
I actually
kind
of want to see that again. That was decent.
It's it's musical.
Yeah, it's music. We come together.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
That's the one.
No, that was good. That was a good like movie. I have to admit, I didn't like it when I was younger, but
no, the best musical I reckon. Best musical is The Greatest Showman. Hands up, the best.
Oh, Hugh Jackman, and that was he brought me to tears on that one.
I was kind of cautious of it.
I was on my knees, like just crying.
Literally, not like that much. It was a relatively emotional film, though.
Anyway, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another Limitless podcast. Today we've got another guest. So I'm tired, so I'm gonna be like pausing, but hopefully I can make it through this podcast. Let me introduce you to Gorbid.
Hello.
That's Gorbid, everyone. So yeah, like we're here to talk about.
I didn't really know what to say there. Just like, this is good.
I know. To be fair, like this is how like pretty much every podcast.
Hello.
Goes. I mean, to be fair, that is literally every podcast we've had so far. It's like at the start, it's like kind of awkward, and then like you just get a bit more like into it. Like you forget that you're actually being recorded, and like people are gonna be listening to you and judging you and like caring what you talk about. But no, don't feel any pressure. This is a nice, enjoyable podcast. Haven't had any hate messages yet, so
yeah, let's keep it that way. Hopefully.
Yeah, let's keep it that way. Let's not start with Gorbid.
Let's not start. Let's not go down that route.
I have had hate messages on my other YouTube account. I've had some, but they're kind of fun to read sometimes, and then it just break your heart, and then you feel sad.
Old YouTuber.
Oh man, we've all been there with the dislikes.
I've been told it was one kid as well who just made multiple accounts.
That's kind of sad though. That's just he's gone to that.
It was it. What?
It was like someone.
Oh, he must be like he must love you or something to do stuff like that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think he's got a secret admirer, Hayden.
Well, I was told who it could be.
Let's get him on the show.
No, I don't want to speak.
That's a good guess.
I don't want to.
No, forget me, guys. I'll leave now. Just get him on the show.
Oh, a lovely conversation with him.
So anyway, we're not here to talk about people chatting shit about my other YouTube account. We're here to talk about movies and TV shows and music, because like those are the stuff that's really in right now. It made a huge.
Still never seen Star Wars.
Yes.
You're missing out.
You're missing out. Exactly.
You're missing out.
Why haven't you not seen Star Wars? It's honestly like one of the greatest shows.
It's probably exactly.
And
or series, not show.
It's a bit of an effort, log.
How?
I've heard the movie's gone forever. Like, how many
much effort is it?
I'm not gonna lie. To be fair, the more recent Star Wars films weren't brilliant. Like they did kind of let it down.
I mean, you don't need to watch the prequels. Not prequels, the sequels. You don't need to watch the sequels with like.
Yeah, the sequels that no one asked for are always good.
They're kind of trash. You can just leave them out.
Yeah,
but you should watch the prequels and you should watch the main movie. Do you want to know an interesting fact about the first ever Star Wars?
Go on.
Did you know when they were making the first ever Star Wars, the guillotine was still being used in France?
The the guillotine. So that's a okay.
You know, the
You saw
execution
that on
account.
TikTok.
No,
I
no,
imagine
no.
that's 'cause
on
of the-
TikTok.
I don't know. No, but I
saw
actually
it on
searched.
TikTok.
I searched it up. It's true.
Brilliant. That's a so what? Whilst
yeah.
Star Wars was being made, an execution method was still happening.
Yeah, it
Brilliant.
was actually. To be fair, it was the last ever execution to be made, like to take place in France, but it technically was still
Typical
being
French.
used in France. Well, the first ever Star Wars movie was being made.
Brilliant.
So yeah, every time I see that movie, Star Wars 4, is it A New Hope? No, yeah, it is the fourth one. I always think
It's
of
the first thing that
French-
comes to head. Brilliant. Just like, I watched the Star Wars movie. Ah, yes. So
French
France is
guillotines.
still- Literally, France are still executing people.
But yeah, like
You know, just gonna go down to the shop and you see like some guillotine execution happening.
Brilliant.
but like what else? Like, to be fair, would you say like 80s was like the best for movies?
I'd say maybe through the 80s, through 2000, that was like your Quentin Tarantino sort of vibe.
Rambo first.
Rambo was brilliant. Rambo First Blood, that was a great film.
That was amazing. Have you
Alright,
seen the
how
last
about-
one?
That was alright. I thought that was okay.
I'm kind of scared to go to Mexico now.
Brilliant. Just,
Not gonna lie, like I'm.
you're gonna get hate for that one now.
No. I'm just saying, like,
that kid's gonna just come back here.
I'm scared
He's
to
gonna
go to
come back
Mexico.
here and just like right. He's gonna
No,
call
okay.
out me.
You know, Mexico is like home to like the most dangerous city in the world, Tijuana.
You know, it has the most amount of abductions.
Exactly.
Sure.
Why would you feel comfortable going to like a country with the most abductions? Like, that's not just being.
don't go
That's not
to-
being
just don't go
offensive
to
to
the
Mexicans. That's just saying, not Mexicans,
just
but saying to
presenting them with a
Mexico.
crime. You're just
That's
presenting a crime statistic.
Yeah, you're just looking at crime statistics. It's like it's no different than like when you look at like a city and you're like, oh, that's got high crime. Let's not live there. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you don't want to go to like some dodgy ass place in Mexico and like get kidnapped and then end up working for some cartel, stuffing like cocaine up your ass.
Places you're not even.
Well, like
allowed
just being
to
what
hotel, are you?
a ton of events. So you go to Mexico for holiday, next thing you know, you're a drug mule.
Yeah, exactly.
Have any of you ever read the Damage Done? Because that's about a drug.
I
mule.
don't read.
No,
No.
if you ever have a minute to spare, read the Damage Done. That's about
Is there a movie?
drug mule. No, it's a book. I think it might be a movie. He can't.
No, he can't read.
I mean, I can, but I'm dyslexic.
He can, but he can't be bothered.
Yeah, that too. I mean,
Like no, but that was
Somehow
bad.
past English.
I actually only just passed English.
Yeah, I did okay in English, to be fair. It wasn't my strongest, but I did better at other things.
Fair enough. I like only literally just passed. Like, I thought I was gonna fail, and I failed. Like,
I'm done.
I failed one. But anyway, let's get back on something else. Okay,
Let's get back to Come on, let's get back on. Right, I got a question. Rambo versus John Wick, who's winning?
John Wick. Fuck, who's he again? That's the guy from who was played
Keanu
by Keanu
Reeves.
Reeves.
Yeah.
Keanu Reeves, just an absolute legend.
I honestly think both are good, but I think Rambo's gonna beat John Wick.
Obviously, like Rambo's like one of the best people. Like
Rambo can just
he's like
lure
a
him into
one-man
woods and
army.
stuff.
Imagine having like an army of Rambos, like having like 1,000.
But then you're
Rambo
basically a dictatorship. Then you basically can run your own dictatorship.
That'd be sick. I mean, like, let's be honest. Like, you have like all the money in the world. I mean, if you have like oil as well, like, have you not seen
So
like
if you have,
dictatorships in like Middle East? The dictators have like shit tons of money. You've not seen like the.
have you seen The Dictator with Sacha Baron Cohen?
Oh, that was fucking amazing.
That
Sacha
was
Baron.
brilliant.
He's like one of the best like. Comedians.
He's probably if there's like an Oscar for bravery, it should definitely go to him. That's
Honestly,
man, it's
yeah,
unstoppable.
he is brave. You've seen the
I'm
the
surprised
second
they
Borat.
haven't tried cancelling him for the stuff he's actually done.
You know, there was so many times where like he could have died while filming Borat.
There was way too many in Borat 2. There was way too many times where he's absolutely violated.
Yeah, you know when he
someone.
was singing the coronavirus song?
Yeah, that wasn't even good.
Yeah,
that was bad.
You know, people actually started going like mental at him. And bear in mind, this is like some redneck community where they all have guns and all like gun loving. You know, if they basically
saw people that they're like got the mental mindset of 5-year-olds.
Yeah, literally,
like an army.
You know that if you're like trespassing on their property, they don't call the police. They just get their guns and shoot you.
No, you'll wish they called the police. You'll wish they
literally. Did. But yeah, they went absolute mental. He had to lock himself in a van, and the security had to get him out.
I remember when you know the bit when he's in lockdown in that people's house. That actually happened. He had to stay as Borat for like a whole week, I think, or something ridiculous.
They started talking about the Hollywood elite in that, didn't they?
Yeah, and then I remember there was one question. I was like, "Who do you think is worse, the coronavirus or Democrats?" And then the guys are just like, "Democrats."
That is a perfect.
It's why I love America so much. It's just anything goes there.
I've been to the state. I've been to Florida.
I want to go to America. It looks awesome.
Florida is really nice. Yeah.
My dream would be to go to America and live the American dream. Boom. And then move back because I wouldn't want to live in there for too long.
Well, then you have to get a green card if you basically want human rights.
Yeah. Well, no, sure you do get human rights anyway.
No, but if you're like migrating there, the amount of things you need to do in order to be like sort of treated normally there is a bit mental.
Fuck that. I'm just gonna say like I'll go there and live there for like 5-10 years. But like, if I have kids, I do not want them to live in like America. Like their schools. I
wouldn't even say 5-10 years. I might spend maybe a summer there and then bugger off.
I mean, yeah, like fair enough. Like I like the idea of just like living where like in LA, like that LA lifestyle. I think it would be cool, but like.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't know if I wouldn't want to live there for my whole life.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to like live there for too long. I'd maybe there for like a summer just to sort of as a gap year or find myself. But then
find yourself in Los Angeles. Like,
I mean,
what does that entail?
What a place to go. Yeah, what a place to go in order to soul search.
I mean, like Los Angeles is like. Is where either dreams come big or dreams just die and you end up like living in your car homeless.
Pretty much.
Literally.
That's America for you.
That's the American way.
Literally.
But no, what else is there? Like,
yeah, but you should go up when you're 21 though.
Well, yeah, like Las Vegas and all that.
I mean, it is funny how you can drive a car at 16.
Yeah, exactly. You can drive a car at 16 and then you can...
Join the military at 16.
Yeah, you can join the military at 16. You can't
vote.
Or you can buy a gun. You can buy a gun at 18.
Actually, no. With gun law, it's handguns at 21 and anything that can't be concealed at 18, I think.
At 18?
In this.
I mean...
Yeah.
Seriously?
I'm not even joking. Like, I kid you not, a guy came up to me and said, like, when I was there, we went to... Yeah, it is pretty stupid, like... Because of the concealed firearms and whatnot, so...
Oh, yeah. You know in Ireland...
you can hide a firearm under your belt or something.
The UK allow guns, actually, but...
I don't get America.
We do... in England, we have a Second Amendment.
Yeah, God bless the Second Amendment. But no, joking. No, but... Because I was kind of into guns as a kid, you know. I went to some gun shows in Britain, and like, in order to own a pistol, you have to extend the barrel, and then you have to get like this wire thing.
You have to get. I think it's like it has to be a minimum of 2 feet long.
Yeah, and it classes as a rifle.
Yeah, it's always the same length as a rifle, at least.
Yeah, they have like Smith and Wesson. Now, like shotguns as well. You can get like shotguns, but you have to have like a proper reason for it.
Yeah, I remember I shot a shotgun at Bisley one time.
That's where I went. I went.
Yeah, Bisley's at the heart of British shooting. Like,
yeah, it's. I went there.
What's the best weapon you've ever fired?
Best weapon?
Shotgun by far.
No. I'd say I shot like a 7.62mm rifle from 600 yards. That was very fun. That was.
I say clay pigeon shooting by far. Just like when I was a kid. No, it was so fun though, because as a kid I was given like.
You're posh.
I just went clay pigeon shooting as a kid, and I was quite small, and they just gave me a 12 ball, which is like the maximum.
A 12. Hang on. So they gave you a 12 ball when you were a child. How did the recoil not like obliterate you?
Oh no, it did. They had to have the instructors worked. So basically, they would stand behind you, and then they
hold your shoulder.
No, they wouldn't hold your shoulder. They would just catch you when you fall.
I'm not surprised because I'd imagine the shotgun goes on the floor as well. Like.
Nah, I was strong. I could like aim, shoot, and like get target and look badass and everything.
I remember my friend put me on or one of the guys I shot with. He put me on a 7.60mm rifle with a sling as well. So a sling is like it attaches to your left arm and moves the rate of the rifle from your muscles to your skeleton.
Oh yeah.
And that was a work and a half. And it was an iron sight as well. So that was very fun.
Did you ever do like Army Cadets?
No, I wasn't fit enough for it.
What do you mean wasn't fit enough? They never had like.
God.
I swear they never had like stuff.
Yeah. We
never
got. The only time we got tested was like the PT tunes in the cadets.
I only ever shot with CCF. I didn't get to shoot with ACF. But like.
No, I just couldn't be bothered. I was just too.
ACF shooting would be the best times of my life. It was like you'll be in a range, and then you just hear all the rifles going off. And then there was one where you had a simulator down in a camp once.
Oh, I did something like that actually.
It was like real life.
It was like with the guns, but it was like lasers. Yeah, no, CCF they did it.
Yeah, I remember like I done shooting.
Before. We had it on a camp once.
I kind of miss those guns. Like what is it, L98 Cadet GP rifle?
L98 A2.
A2 Cadet GP.
Yeah, you had the number.
I miss those guns. They were like so fun.
You had the Scorpion. You had the light support weapon. You had the L98. You had I said Scorpion. And I think it was the bolt action number 2 rifle. Was it? I think.
Yeah, I remember shooting a lot of like.
It was the old wooden one.
Wait, where would you shoot then, Gobbid?
I shot like with a club at like Epsom College. There was like a bunch of guys that did like got like a bunch of 2.2 rifles. Yeah, that is quite posh. They shot like there's like a little range. It was like a 22-yard range, but it was like small little 2.2 rifles on a sling, and there was a few competitions and whatnot. So yeah, like that was pretty fun. I came second place in one of them, so that was fun.
Did you know Tiger Drew Honey went to Epsom College?
I have no idea who that is.
Do you know the guy who played Jake in Outnumbered?
Jake and him. He went to.
Yeah, he went to Epsom College. Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah. You know, his parents were porn stars, so that's why they could pay him for it.
Wow. Whoa. Okay. Imagine that. Imagine like going to Epsom College and being relatively famous, but then your parents being porn stars. Wow.
How did you meet?
How did you know?
How did you meet Mummy? Daddy, how did you meet Mummy? Wow, I met her on set, mate.
How do you tell your kids though you're porn stars though?
That sounds like a Rick and Morty episode. Like they could say the marriage between a porn star and a porn star.
I mean, you got to tell them before they actually like reach the hub, and they accidentally scroll across it.
That would be so weird. Just like, listen, son, don't watch it. Just imagine that would be so weird.
But that's like where's like the adult film industry even from? I think it's Florida. Actually, I think it's Miami. A lot of
Miami.
That's where Mia Khalifa started. I'm pretty sure.
Oh my god, no! Don't even know. No. Miami is just a messed up place, man. You know they built a city on a bloody spit.
A spit? What's that?
It's like a It's like a depositional landform that forms on like coast and whatnot.
Oh yeah. Oh, a spit. Yeah. I failed geography, so I don't know about that stuff.
I got a 9 in it, mate. Come on, get on my level.
I've never been on your level. Got 3. You know that. You know you got 3 times the amount correct than me.
Literally, it's like spits is like they put a bloody city on a spit, and it's just like, are you mad? But that's like where all the cocaine and whatnot comes in, though.
To be fair, like Miami is just the drug capital of the world. I swear, like for America. Drug capital of America. Like, it's where all the drug dealers go. And I think it deserves that title because that was where Scarface was based.
And New Orleans. New Orleans is pretty famous for it during like the 60s as well. They had a lot of stuff going through. That was more LSD based.
You know a lot about drugs.
No.
A bit dodgy.
Listen, I only played Mafia 3, okay?
Well, you work for the Mafia.
No. I'm not like going to be like Jay Cartwright where he just says,
Mafia.
I mean, apparently, it is possible to start up your own Mafia family. Is there any British Mafia families?
That was the Cray twins. They were probably the reason why. No,
I mean, to be fair, I know someone who's I actually know someone who's like fairly like I know someone who used to work, whose dead husband used to work with them.
Are you going to expose their name? Because if so,
nah.
we don't allow.
I mean, they were just like
Aiden.
It was more lawyers and stuff, but it was kind of cool to know that.
In fairness, Mafia 3 was so crap. As a game, it was awful.
So yeah, third time lucky. We've had some interruptions. But yeah, we're back now. You know, what I think I should do, if anyone wants to sponsor me, because we have these interruptions, I think this would have been the perfect time to have
an ad break.
The ad
Or better yet, just get an ad break on YouTube and just quickly go, ad break here, please.
Yeah, just ask them to like have an ad.
You can add them in somehow.
Yeah, I think there is a way of doing that.
Yeah, if you use copyrighted music, you can actually. I mean, not copyrighted.
Research time.
I don't know how it works.
Right, shall we get back on topic? Let's get back onto like movies and music.
Yeah, let's get back to music and music. And movies and TV shows.
I think a little series like similar to Outnumbered, or maybe not similar, but it was like kind of like same length episodes. But was Would People Just Do Nothing? That was a good little episode.
I actually never saw that.
People Just Do Nothing's on Netflix.
What would you say is like your favourite TV show?
I don't really have a favourite as such because I find whenever I watch a TV show, I can't sit through it. I'll get bored too quickly, and I'll just quickly get up, do something, and then come back to it later, and I'll just lose where I am.
I'm a massive fan of Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Like,
is that with
That's with Danny DeVito, Charlie Day, Glenn Howerton, Rob McCundy, and like some like.
Yeah, that's a good little series.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen parts.
It's so good. I love it so much.
It is. I can see why you like it. It's a funny little episode.
It's the best.
I wanna work.
The best thing about Always Sunny is like the first. Oh my god. The best thing about Always Sunny is the first episode is called The Gang Gets Racist, and you can't go wrong with that, can you?
I mean, you can. But...
That's just ever so slightly worrying.
You just know it's going to be.
The thing is, like, actually, to be fair, some of their
The Gang Gets Racist.
Some of their stuff actually got taken out. Some of their episodes got taken out of it, which is kind of unfortunate. But you could probably find it somewhere.
A lot of the stuff they did in the early days of that show definitely would get cancelled.
No, actually, I think it was only 2 episodes that actually got taken out.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah.
But do you know what I'm surprised, which is still going, is South Park.
So actually, the guys that made South Park, they said something really interesting. They said
South Park is just like one of the shows that you know is.
It just
piss a lot of people off.
Well, one could argue if you offend everyone equally to the same degree and to the same extent, then is it racist?
Jacob had to leave, but he might be joining us again. But yeah, let's continue. What we talk about? South Park.
Yeah, I think my favourite episode was when Randy had to kill Winnie the Pooh in order to sell marijuana to the Chinese. That was pretty funny.
I like the I like the bit where like they're going hunting and it's like, okay, kids. there's an endangered species, and the government have told us we're not allowed to shoot them unless they're causing a threat. So, what you gotta do is, before you shoot them, you gotta say, they're coming towards us.
I think there was one. Wasn't there one with the something staring frog, where one of the guys throws a grenade, and then the other guy has a Vietnam flashback.
I don't know if I've seen... there's like recently there's been like a load on Netflix that have been put on. I think some more on Amazon Prime. But like,
Amazon Prime is pretty good, to be fair.
Yeah, I've been watching like a load of movies from that. They've got like quite a few stuff. I bought a few movies. Started watching King of Staten Island, and what else? It's like what was it called? It was like it's got David.
I have
who is it again?
of the guy who played King of Staten Island.
Yeah, who was it? Davidson something. Pete Davidson. That's it.
Pete Davidson. I have no idea who he is.
Oh, he's so funny. He's like best friends with Machine Gun Kelly. So Machine Gun.
Imagine having Machine Gun Kelly. Imagine having Machine Gun Kelly as your best friend.
That's actually kind of cool. Like he'd be like the best wingman. Not gonna lie.
What, Machine Gun Kelly? I mean, honestly,
big time
if I'm honest, I think I'd want Eminem as a wingman.
No, but the only thing is he's old. Like Machine Gun Kelly is like not a younger version, but like, have you not seen like the girls he's pulled?
No.
I mean, like he's pulled like low. Like you just search up like he's got like he's dating Megan Fox at the moment.
So he's dating Megan Fox.
Yeah, he's dating Megan Fox at the moment. He's I think he dated Summer Rae.
Summer Rae.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, fair enough. I'll take it back. I think
he dated Hazley. I think he's dated. I just searched up like girls Machine Gun Kelly's dated, and it's just turned up with like shit.
Instagram models.
Just everything, basically.
Just every Insta model to exist.
Everything like, from like either like girls are just like just like normal people, regular people, to like musicians, to Instagram models, to probably actors, like literally.
I wonder. My question is, why did they break up with him? That's a.
I don't know, because he's probably such a player. I don't know, to be fair.
That would be a pertinent question to know.
Yeah, that'd be an interesting question to ask. If we ever had Machine Gun Kelly on, I would definitely ask what happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, but no, like, what else? Like,
another good movie, I think.
What's a good movie?
It's not so. It's like a British version of like Quentin Tarantino. Guy Ritchie. He made Snatch. That was a good film.
Oh, Snatch, that was good. Have you seen? There's another one, Love, Honor and Obey.
I haven't heard that. I haven't seen that one.
Oh,
I think I love them. Who are your favorite characters from Snatch? Because that was.
I don't remember the characters. The gypsy guy was funny.
Or Brad wasn't that guy played by Brad Pitt?
I think? Brad Pitt played him. Like the way he just knocked him out in one punch.
He knocked out Gorgeous George with one punch after being thrown up against a fence and literally slapped.
Yeah, I like the way he just like played along with it, just getting like beaten the shit out of, and then
literally,
and then just stretching and be like, bang.
And then he just pulled his leg, and then just quickly one punch and done.
What I don't get is like, why didn't he not become like a boxer? Like, if you were that skilled.
Like, well, it's because I'd imagine because he was a traveller, and even the main character said they don't have any social security numbers, they don't have any numbers or anything. So I'd imagine like.
I mean, you could get one.
I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, it's a bit hard to just get a social security number if you've snuck into a country illegally, like, because at that time, that's what most travellers would have done. I'm not going to say the word that the specific film used because that's quite harsh.
Yeah, but I get what you mean.
Exactly. Because I think who are the three black guys that owned that pawn shop? It was Tyrone, and was it Vincent and Solomon?
I don't know. I haven't seen it in a long time. I just remember it being amazing and I loved it.
Yeah, I love the the Rover that Tyrone drove. That was a brilliant little car. The Rover SD1. That was a nice little. If you don't know what it is, just quickly look it up. It's a really nice looking car.
The
rear end.
The Rover.
SD1.
SD1.
Yeah, like SD1.
Rover SD1. See if I can search that.
Yeah, like it's like a 4-door saloon, really big in the 70s. Nice little, really nice little.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah,
nice car.
There's a blue Rover SD1. That was a brilliant little thing.
Like, I would say like, what would you say? Like, I've always wanted like fancy like one of those old-fashioned cars, but I never know like which ones to get. Like, I've never been like a proper car guy. That's the thing.
I had a little bit of a petrol head phase when I was like maybe 13, 14 odd.
Oh yeah.
I think everyone had that phase.
But I may have that phase.
You might have it later. You might have it later. Or later on in life.
I mean, later when it's relevant, when you can actually drive.
When you can actually like afford it and whatnot.
Yeah, like I've started driving now. Like I've started learning.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it's so scary the first time. Can't lie.
It's scary. Yeah, the first time is already. I remember I drove my dad's Jag for the first time. That I absolutely crapped myself when I did that. I was really scared.
You do not want to fuck with like fuck off a Jag.
Literally, like it was a XJR 4.2 liter engine, most powerful thing I think I'd ever driven, and I never wanted to drive it again after that one time. It was like, yeah, really scary experience. Yeah, scary experience that was.
I'd say like I'm using like a parent's car. We've had to sell because we had an automatic, and when we changed to we sold it for a manual so I could learn to driving it. It's like a Skoda.
Yeah, it's can't go wrong with Skoda. Sturdy little things.
Yeah, they're nice. I almost crashed. Not gonna lie. I was driving today, and basically like this car. It was like really narrow road with a bend. The car was kind of going quite fast, and like
I mean,
if you were doing stop. I kind of stopped, but the car didn't. I was properly slowing down, and like the car was still like at its normal pace, and I felt like luckily I stopped in time to like stop, because I almost fell like into like a pole, like
well, like a lamppost.
Not like a lamppost, but like it was like Box Hill area, so it was like almost sort of edge.
I think I know which. Is it the road where you have to slalom? It's like up a really windy road that you go up.
No, it's at the cafe bit.
Was it past Smith and Weston?
No, it's past that. It's like at the cafe at top of Box Hill.
Oh right, no mind. Sorry.
But yeah, like I was like shitting myself. Luckily I made it.
Yeah, fair enough. It's good that you made it. Yeah.
Would you ever like with like movies? Would you ever like? I've always thought like how awesome it'd be to like be an actor in that sense. Like,
forget being an actor. I think living in that movie with that scenarios and those physics and whatnot, I think that would be.
I've always kind of wanted to be an actor. It just seems sick. Like,
to be fair, I think a good director was Steven Spielberg. I don't think you can't say Steven Spielberg. He was a
George Lucas was. He was a director. He was good at some points, but then kind of fucked up at some other points.
I think that's the same with Spike Lee as well. He was another good director. He made brilliant films like Black Klansman, and then he made absolute shambles films like The Five Bloods. I expected so much out of that film, and nothing came out of it.
It's so annoying when that happens. You know, you're like so excited for like a new movie, and it's just like, it's just shit.
Literally, I watched it the first time. I was like, "Oh, I think this is all right." I was kind of being a little bit optimistic. The second time I watched it, I was like, "No, this is shit." I was like, because all the ages were out of act, all the maths was out of whack. It's way too predictable, really unrealistic. Just everything was wrong with it. Just everything, just was like.
But like, I think like some like the best movie. I'd say like. One of my favourite movies I saw as a kid my dad was always scared to show me in case I got scared. It was like The Lost Boys.
I can't do horrors. No.
No, it wasn't even like horror. I watched it when I was quite young. I watched it maybe like 10 years old.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it. It was like my favourite movie by far. My dad was scared I was going to get scared of it and like get nightmares. I would be watching it in my bedroom in the dark at night. I was obsessed. I absolutely loved it. It has like the best music, best storyline.
I think a film that I was really obsessed with was probably Pulp Fiction. That was...
Wait, what's that? I've heard of it.
You haven't? Oh, Pulp Fiction. That was a absolute brilliant film. It's got John Travolta, Samuel L. Jackson, Bruce Willis.
What's it about?
It's not really... It's hard to describe because it's about like... It's kind of one of the... You know how Quentin Tarantino does like the beginning at the end and the end at the beginning?
Yeah.
And then it all jumbled up and whatnot. It's kind of like... It's one of those films again, but it's just such a like... Everything about it is just perfect. Like the dialogue, the physics, like how the... Like even the bit where two guys are standing there and they nearly get killed, but after the guy had like literally rehearsed a prayer or like, what's the word? Like quoted a prayer, an entire verse in the Bible. That was a really good film. I really enjoyed it. Like I was obsessed with that when I was like in year 7, year 8. That was a properly good film.
I would say like the movie is like after a while you start to like stop watching them though, and then you just... Have you seen it since though?
Have I seen it? I haven't seen it for a while actually. I haven't watched it. Like the one bit I do remember really well is like the beginning bit. It's because they're talking about how one of the main protagonists went over to Amsterdam for like a little bit, and then just come back and they're just talking about the differences there and whatnot. It's just like it was just such a normal dialogue, a normal conversation, which I think a lot of movies like lack today. They're just lacking normal but really interesting dialogue, if you see what I mean. Dialogue doesn't need to be extremely dramatic or extremely unrealistic or really far-fetched or that sort of 1% only experience. It can be something normal like, oh, in Amsterdam you can order a glass of beer like in a bottle, or in France they pronounce quarter pounder cheese royale with cheese and whatnot. Like
royale with cheese. That actually sounds decent.
Exactly, and then the guy was like, "What they call a Big Mac?" And it's like, "Big Mac's a Big Mac," but they call it Le Big Mac because of the
Le Big Mac.
Le Big Mac. And then it's just like, and then he just asked him, "What did they call a Whopper?" And the other guy's just like, "I didn't go to Burger King." It's just like, that's such a brilliant film. I loved it. Like,
I would be like, hopefully no one knows this, okay? I'm going to be quiet in case people hear me. But I don't like McDonald's. I'm not a big fan of it.
You work there.
I'm not like a huge fan. Like,
to be fair, I can only have the fries there, so...
I'm one of those people. I'm not a huge fast food person. Like...
What, are you more comfort foods then?
Yeah, like if I'm gonna go out, like I've always had like my family been like that sort of family. You know, if we're gonna go out get like takeaway, it would always be like a takeaway. Like we had takeaway today. We had Indian.
Hey, let's go. Come on. Sorry, had to do that.
Yeah, like, to be fair, like curry is like one of the best in my opinion.
Was it spicy or was it like one of them?
It was like medium.
Ones? Medium.
But like my family's always been like that.
It ain't a curry if it don't burn your tonsils. I'll say that now. A curry from the homeland will properly give you
fuck the
running water.
Yeah,
you'll be like, forget your colon, forget your organs exist, just eat and burn everything on your inside.
It's like I've always liked that sort of food. Like if I was gonna have a burger, it'd be like pub burger, you know, like proper bacon.
Like my dad's like that as well. He cannot get enough of the spices. He will whack on everything. Me, on the other hand, I can barely stand ginger. Like
I did on one of my other YouTube channels. I did a chili powder challenge.
Oh man.
Wait, what are you drinking?
I had a Coke, but I finished it now. Really, yeah.
Fair enough. While drinking McDonald's Coke, but yeah.
I mean, the one thing you do not touch at McDonald's. I mean, I don't know whether people agree, but do not touch the McDonald's Sprite. Do not go near it. It is.
I don't like Sprite anyway. I drank it when I was sick. When I was ill, when I was sick. All I could taste was Sprite. I was like, I'm done with lemonade.
Literally, I had Sprite. I ordered a Sprite because my mate was like, "Oh, I think you'll like Sprite," and I was like, "Oh, okay." So I had a big mistake in my life.
Biggest mistake.
One of the biggest mistakes I ever made. Ordering the Sprite at McDonald's. Do not do it.
I'll be like, I've always had like the same meal since I was like a young kid. I was 16 when I had a Big Mac.
I haven't been able to have any of the burgers there at all because of my food allergies. I just have them.
Oh yeah.
I just have like two. Like, if it's breakfast menu, I'll order like 5 or 6 hash browns. If it's lunch menu, if it's lunch, I'll have like 2 large fries normally. If I'm really hungry, I'll get like 3. If I'm like not feeling too peckish, I'll get like a small fries. But one thing that does annoy me about the McDonald's menu is the flake McFlurry. That is, McFlurries are brilliant.
I'm not having McFlurry in ages. If I'm gonna get fast food, it'd be KFC. Like.
Okay, right now you're gonna. If anyone from McDonald's says you're gonna lose your job, mate. Come on now.
Shit.
I mean, it was a violation saying you didn't like it. Now you're saying, yeah, you know what? I think KFC's better. It's just like
it's like
a Tory MP saying, yeah, you know what? I might move to Labour.
No, I work at Tory, but I'm supporting Labour.
You know what I mean? It's like Richie Sunak coming out saying, you know what? I think I like Jeremy Corbyn now.
I've just always like, even before I was there work there, I was like always like. KFC was better. Like I'd always have KFC Monday because we would have college and we would go off and we would have like 3 hours off. So we'd go to like Epsom, and half of us would go to McDonald's, and the cool half would go to KFC.
The cool kids. Oh, you sound like such a bellend. Oh yeah, the cool kids go to KFC. What else did the cool kids do? Vape in the toilets. Literally, like.
Yes, exactly. Even though I don't vape.
People that vape in the toilets, they annoy me.
No, I actually love those people. I'm not gonna lie.
No, they're so annoying. Literally, at my school, I remember I flipping needed to go to the toilet to do a number 2. Literally, a kid flipping was like, "Over, what are you doing?" And I'm like, well, "What does it sound like?" And then he's kicked the door down, and I'm just like, "Well, why have you done that?" And I'm like, "Are you waiting for a stool?" And he's just like, "No, I'm just vaping." And I'm like, "What's a pick?"
The thing is, like, I loved it when people were vaping in the toilet, like not in like my college because like it's not as bad, but my old school toilet stunk, so it'd be nice when people would vape and it would smell like the vape wet.
Yeah, true.
Vapor.
In that sense, that's fair enough. It would clear out the sewage smell and just make it like
and it smell like strawberries and mango and cola. It'd be like the best thing, you know. You could actually like not feel like. I would sometimes hold my breath throughout it all. It was that bad.
I remember in year 7, I lost my sense of smell because of no, not corona. I lost my sense of smell because of like the sewage pipe near the boys' changing room started leaking. And it absolutely stunk. And I think after 3 days, I couldn't smell it. I wasn't able to smell a thing for like a couple months after that. I got my it was really weird. It's just my sense of smell just switched off. I think. I have no clue why.
It was like. I don't think Jacob will be joining us. R.I.P. Rest in peace, Jacob. Gone to sleep. But I'm gonna quickly just move. Wait, what am I doing? I'm not reporting him.
No, you just kicked him.
I just kicked it. Wait, what's happening? Okay. I'm just going to leave that away. I'm not reporting anyone because that was stupid. But there is an announcement, actually, we were going to say. And I thought, like, movies podcast, I thought like this was like their announcement to make. But
Yeah.
Okay. So
Special public announcement.
My plan is Limitless podcast. We're gonna actually film and create a movie.
A movie, but on what?
I can't say too much because
Brilliant.
you know, secrecy.
And whatnot.
But
Top
what I
secret
can say
information.
is it's going to be a comedy.
Well, like a comedy with like £2 budget, or like an actual good comedy.
I mean, I'm not spending over £1 million on it, cause
Right, so it'll be like one of them, like... Actually, to be fair, Who Killed Captain Max? I only had a budget of $200, but they got like 8.9 on IMDb and whatnot.
Exactly, like
That was
£200. I would say like would be like a decent budget.
Just on
Like,
the camera. That was it.
It's
Done.
not. I'm not gonna say it's Hollywood worthy, in the sense of like, I ain't getting any famous actors in.
You never know. Literally, anything can make it into Hollywood these days, mate. Anything can make it.
That is very true.
Like,
The interesting thing is, if anyone is interested in potentially being in this movie, if you DM the Limitless Show, we'll get applications started. Well, I mean,
DM them
applications, just saying whether or not you're interested. But yeah,
graphic designers, editors, all need it.
yeah, we need everything basically
A camera as well.
for free. By the way, I haven't got that much money. That's the only thing.
This is all free labor. You won't be being paid.
Yeah, you're getting nothing.
You're gonna have the profits all go to Hayden as well.
Profits go to me. Nah, I don't think I even make profit. It'll be released on YouTube, so that's something. You ain't gonna have
like
to
a
pay
mini
for
movie
it.
or like a. Is it like a mini movie or like an hour and a half?
we're gonna aim for like quite a long movie, but it'll be on
How
YouTube.
long are you aiming? Like 2 hours.
Probably not 2 hours, like hour and a half maybe to 2
Hour
hours.
and a half. Right. A good movie that was. That reminds me of a movie that was really good. The Blues Brothers. That was all.
What's
Yeah.
the Blue Brothers? I haven't actually seen that.
It's got John Aykroyd in it. It's got like, and it's got John Aykroyd alone. But it's got like tons of. It was filmed back in the 80s, but of that time, it had so many huge names.
Oh yeah.
It had James Brown, and at that point when it was filmed, he'd just come out of jail for tax avoidance, I think. It had Aretha Franklin, it had John Lee Hooker, it had Ray Charles, and I think that's about it. But in terms of like names, you got 4 huge people at that point, like huge names at that time. They were massive, and banger of a film.
I feel like the good thing, those times it was kind of tough, I reckon, to become like that big. I feel like it's easier now with like social media and everything.
I don't know. I'm not so sure because with cancel culture going, if you've done one bad thing in your past, that's it. You
That
can kiss everything
honestly
goodbye.
pisses me off because like,
If you're a famous person and you made one slip up in your life, blam, that's it. No more.
yeah,
Done.
you know,
You're history.
someone from Star Wars, you know, woman who helped the Mandalorian.
Yes.
She's been banned. She's been kicked out of the Mandalorian series because she compared America to Nazi Germany.
I mean, in that sense, in fairness, the sort of things that were going on there, it wasn't much different to
That's the
beginning
thing.
of Germany. It wasn't wrong.
Although like was Donald Trump rounding up many people and sending them to concentration camps, I don't think so. I mean,
he was
very
also
unlikely.
He was aggravating riots.
But what he was doing was he was aggravating riots. He spreading fake news. It was still similar techniques to what Hitler almost did. You know,
Fox News more like fake news.
Yeah, like using fear to gain votes and stuff. It's exactly what Hitler did. Blaming certain people.
I don't know who did he blame other than he just blamed everyone. I think.
No,
he just blamed
he blamed largely he blamed Mexicans, I would say, and like
He had it in
first
for
everything.
Mexicans.
Like,
Funny thing was, with Mexicans, there was a really large Mexican vote for him, which is really weird.
yeah, that was that's kind
Like,
of
I looked
weird
at-
to think about.
Yeah, because I looked at some of the statistics
I
on
feel
that,
like
and
he would say one thing and then say the other, I reckon.
I'm not even sure. He just kind of, if he didn't know something, he just do this stank eye sort of look.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, people either loved him or hated him.
No, I
feel
think
Trump.
if you,
Some people absolutely like said he was like the best president ever, and some people like hated him.
I think in the sense of he was the best president ever, because you have to remember, he was getting more of the more primary and secondary industries back up and running, like coal mining,
Yeah, I think
deforestation.
he did some good stuff. He would do something
Like-
good, and then he would fuck it up by saying something or doing something
Exactly.
stupid.
In the sense of like getting people their jobs back, he definitely did that. You can't lie and say he didn't do that, because
I mean, yes and no. Like, he, like, with the COVID thing, he
with the COVID thing, that was even
kind of
horrendous.
fucked it up because he like
Fuck that.
opened everything up. He spread lies, and as a result, I think COVID thing was fucked him up because like
I mean, he told
people
people to
realised
inject
he was a
bleach into
scumbag.
himself.
yeah
He told people to inject bleach,
he
and people
doesn't
actually
give
did
a
that.
shit. He literally will say whatever, thinking he's like fucking god. It's ridiculous.
Mate, if you think he's bad, look at Jair Bolsonaro. Like, he's even worse.
Imagine like
He's
Jeremy Corbyn won the votes before,
Jeremy Corbyn-
and then was like president, like not president, prime minister during COVID.
Oh man, I don't know. I think no. I think he would have done worse than the Tories. Now that I think about it, like, because he wouldn't have put his foot down. I mean, let's face it, Labour are just mainly anti-Semitic. Like Jeremy Corbyn himself isn't anti-Semitic, but he's like a primary school teacher that won't do anything. He'll say, "Oh yeah, I'll have a word with him," and it's like a "Don't do it again." Like tap on the
I
wrist.
feel like he's the sort of person. He's like he says something. He like says a load of stuff, but then when you think about it mathematically with like how it will work, it just doesn't work out in the ideal world. Like what he says would be nice sometimes. Some of the stuff he says would be nice, but it just wouldn't happen. And
Yeah,
it just
true.
wouldn't
Like,
work.
That's kind of why I mean, what Boris Johnson's been doing with this pandemic, you gotta admit he has made some proper mistakes. I'd say.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, this is a new thing for everyone. So
Yeah,
although
exactly.
Boris Johnson won't be like classed as a hero,
He definitely won't be a hero, but
he
there's definitely people who have done worse than him.
yeah, I
but-
think he would have with Boris Johnson. I think he had at his time he had the chance to almost be like Churchill in the sense
Best
of,
prime
like,
minister. Getting Brexit
like,
done.
getting things done, in like bad situations, getting Brexit done in a good deal, getting like the coronavirus sorted out. But
Yeah, but I think
kinda
you have to
fucked it
remember
up.
Brexit was really last minute. Like,
Yeah,
like Brexit was literally last minute. He's just like, oh yeah, got it done. Like my dad was like, oh yeah, he's done a good job. I'm like, well, if I did a piece of homework for you, I did it absolutely last minute. I did it in the class. I handed it to you and say, got it done. You're not exactly going to be sitting there and saying, oh yeah, you've done a good job, mate.
I mean, to be fair, that's pretty much like my homeworks, and I get decent marks for it
Oh,
because I'm smart.
okay.
I'm good.
And that's just shattered my argument instantly. Oh well. Well,
But,
God damn it, Hayden.
I'm terrible at like organisation. I can't lie.
Yeah, that's most like students stand.
I'm getting better though. Getting better. It's just student life, like having to still maintain a social life on Xbox. Very important.
Xbox 360.
Xbox One. That's the. Alright.
I got. To be fair, the Xbox community. I remember flipping whenever I was gaming and whatnot. Anytime I killed someone, I always get like a racial slur thrown at me. Always a racial slur.
I just get DDoSed.
Yeah, that's even worse when that happens. That's just annoying.
I mean, the thing is with Xbox, everyone just like says the meanest thing on party chat.
I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of like it kind of toughens you up in that sense. In the sense of like
I
you
think
won't really.
it's one of those things that if you're kind of sensitive, don't talk to random people in Xbox, you're just gonna get.
It's not even that. If you're kind of sensitive, don't play it. If you're sensitive, don't
yeah,
go
exactly.
on it. Like, do not touch it.
But
If you're like one of them people that says,
I find it funny when people like say like messed up things, just because like to like me personally, like they'll be like, oh yeah, you know, say something mean, and then be like, I just laugh because it's just it pisses them off even more.
it's because they can't touch you, they can't make it your problem. That's the thing that I find funny. It's like if someone can F and Jeff and throw a bunch of hate at me, but you can't touch me because we're behind keyboards, mate.
Exactly, you can't touch this. But, like,
literally, MC can't touch this, dude.
But that's what I mean. Like, there's no worries about it. All they can really do is DDoS you. And
that's literally it. Or they can read out your IP address, but then.
Honestly, like, come on.
If they read out your IP address, then you're in a little bit of a.
Nah, I'll be like, okay, like, what are you gonna do? They can't.
I mean, I just kind of did not. I just go like, nope, don't live there. Don't live there.
Just say, yeah, I do live there.
No, but don't. Then what happens if someone rolls up just like, so, you said this to me online?
I'll be like, 131 me, bitch.
I'll be like, so, listen, that was behind the keyboard, this is the real me. You're gonna have to take it up with online me, not me.
Yeah, imagine it just turns out to like an 8-year-old kid and his mum's driven him.
That's brilliant. But the Karen just...
the Karen just like, did you say something mean to my son?
Did you say X, Y, and Z? Because if so, I'm going to berate you. The Karens are the bowl cuts are the ones you need to worry about.
Listen to me, young boy. I will report you to the Xbox, please.
The Xbox police. I remember my friend not even my friend, a kid in my school was just a massive snake. He got a Xbox Live Gold Pass for just reporting hackers. And I'm just like, well, that's not...
That's kind of cool. You got like a part. I mean, hackers are just arseholes, to be fair.
No, I'd say it depends. If GTA Online modders who are just giving you money, then I don't care.
Oh no, that's okay because that's good.
That's if it's just you hold like $1 million quid in my
the ones who hack and then just make the game unplayable for you, they're arseholes.
I just stripped the lobby up. I remember one guy. He's quite funny. I was doing a drug run. And
real life or GTA?
Either or, mate. You can believe it or not. So there's this guy on a flying bike in real life, of course. And he's just slid into my flip, and he's hit my van and killed himself. So he's hit the van, killed himself. I made the delivery. I made the cash.
That sounds like me, to be honest. I'm terrible.
And then he just kept on killing me afterwards. And I'm just like, don't get so triggered because you killed yourself.
I don't get why people find that fun on GTA though. Just like they go on GTA just to kill like random people, and that's like their mission for like the entire game lobby.
Exactly. It's like it's not fun. I mean, GTA Online is such a. It's just.
It's like toxic with Fortnite players.
In 2014, it was cool. It was actually really fun.
Yeah, I didn't get GTA till I was 16. Which
I didn't get it till I didn't get till I was like 16 either.
My parents didn't let me. I was like really sad because like
I was so sad as well.
GTA was like the shit then. It was
that's what every 13-year-old kid wanted, despite
literally in year 7. All you had to do to be cool was talk to just one girl and play GTA. That was it.
Not even that. Just play GTA. You didn't.
And I was talking to one girl, but I didn't have GTA, so I wasn't cool. That was literally it.
I was doing neither. I was being bullied by everyone. Literally, you had the half. You had half of it.
I mean, like, too bad. They were still like dickheads and all that. But like, imagine they're listening, and then I should call them dickheads. Hit me, bro. Come at me.
They just know you're just as like I see. Just like, interesting.
Hayden's grown some balls, I see.
Hayden has grown some pubic hairs. What?
Come fight me in the local park.
Local park? What, Rosebery Park?
Oh, I remember that. That was at that Rosebery Park. I remember it was like my school and another school. Like my old school and this other school. There was like our year had like a beef thing.
Oh, no.
And we were called into assembly, and the teachers were basically like, okay, we know what's going on with the Rosebery Park fight. If we catch any of you walking along Rosebery Park, We've got police officers involved. We've got teachers standing there. If we catch
Hang
any
on.
of you, we will put you in like SSE.
Hang on, so what happens if you just go to Rosary Park just to see a mate? And then you just leave?
I mean, apparently you couldn't do that. It was like properly... I mean, to be fair, after hearing that there'll be like, a load of people from the other school wanting to beat you up, would you really want to go to Rosary Park?
Yeah, true. To be fair, I remember there was like I remember something my mate said as well. There was like my mate was really egging me on to go to this one like sort of gathering.
Yeah.
He was really, really persistent on me going, and I was just like, well. And then after like an hour or so, he said, "Oh no, I'm maybe not going to go." And I'm like, "Well, why is that?" And I found it really fishy. And I remember the next day, I looked on everyone's stories, and I was like, I had a ton of people I hated on Snapchat, like because they're all like, they just weren't very nice.
Yeah.
And like I was like, so all the people I hated went there, right? So it's basically if I'd gone there, I'd be basically ridiculed. Right,
yeah.
fun.
I never went to like the parties like in secondary school.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been to one and it was all right. I just vomited a lot. I was you're not missing out on much. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, like, I went to like I didn't start going to party till like 16. Well, they were fun. I had like the first ever house party I went to. I ended up getting like hungover. Like the next day, I threw up. I just felt.
To be
awful.
fair, I didn't get a hangover my first time drinking. I was alright.
Yeah, that's same with me actually, because I had
a headache.
Actually, no, wait, yeah. Oh yeah. No, it was first time drinking. I felt fine. Next, like,
Yeah.
it was like me and my mate would stayed home. We watched Hot Fuzz.
Yeah.
Watching that movie
like...
drunk is like the best thing because you don't know what's going on. You're just lying there. You just like, it's so...
For the bar, sir. What is that? I've had to take a shortcut. Just jumps over them smoothly. Next guy.
Hot Fuzz, which is amazing.
Simon Pegg, classic man.
I like the way that he's just got like that C bomb in his shed. He's like, this thing ain't worked in years. Kicks it. It just like makes this sound and they're just legging it.
Oh no. I love that bit. I think what like should we get on to music?
Yeah, like what about music? Like what sort of music are you into?
Because of people just do nothing, I recently got into garage.
Garage?
Yeah, everyone says that, and if I'm honest, I'm kind of glad.
What is it?
It's like a mixture of like drum and bass and electronic music and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
It's all right. It's all right. I do enjoy it. It is very fun.
I would say like I'm like kind of into like the pop. Like I'm into anything almost. Like some rock, some
Reggae and whatnot.
No, I'm not proper into reggae to be honest. Like rap, Eminem, absolute legend.
You know my name is Eminem. Your girl wanted Eminem, so I gave her an Eminem. Sorry.
Wait, is that actually a song?
Oh, no, it isn't. I just made it up. It's a meme. It's a meme. Imagine if that was a song. Yo, my name Eminem. You girl wanted Eminem, so I gave her an Eminem. Eminem and Eminem. Oh my god. If he said that song, he would blow up for that.
You know, like, because Eminem and like Machine Gun Kelly had like a massive.
Yeah, they did.
Like,
they had a huge amount of.
Which kind of seems depressing for like Machine Gun Kelly, because of
There's your new rap.
He looked up to him.
Pelly.
Like that must have been bad. Like, he looked up to Eminem.
Yeah, that's kind of like the time Elon Musk got told with SpaceX, a lot of American space heroes were saying that they weren't a fan of what he was doing.
Yeah, why would they not be a fan of that? That's awesome. Like,
I mean, in fairness, he was putting bloody Teslas up on the moon, and it's just like, yeah, but why?
Because it's cool.
Yeah, but you're not going to be able to drive it, though, are you?
Yeah, but they're promoting two companies at the same time.
What, SpaceX and Tesla?
Yeah.
In fairness, true. I got a point on there.
Tesla's advertising that that SpaceX has managed to get them to the moon, and
yeah, but then how do you get it back though? That's the easy bit is getting it to the moon for Elon Musk.
I mean, to be fair, Elon Musk is a multi-billionaire. Do you seriously think he's going to worry about like Tesla? I mean, they've been manufacturing them like crazy.
Yeah, true. I mean, in fairness, I love like Teslas are electronics, and I know in America and the States you get customizable horns. You know, I'm not really a fan of the electric car game. I can't say. I like the.
Get used to it because that's what's going to happen in like.
No, I like having a little engine. I like putting my foot down and hearing a.
Yeah, but that's not the reality is now. But like, that's just not going to happen. Like, I think it's like 2030 they're going to stop selling like new motorized cars or something.
Well,
so like,
electric cars will still have motors, but they'll probably be hydrogen.
No, but like not motorized. I mean like
engines and whatnot, and petrol
with like petrol and that.
Petrol and diesel.
Because like we're running out. You know,
crude oil is a finite resource, and
and I think we should keep some just in case. Like we want to create a museum of petrol.
Brilliant. You're just a museum of petrol. You know, like.
I mean, like,
what a spot.
To be fair, like, it would be something people will probably look at. You can create a museum out of anything now.
Yeah, true.
Literally anything.
Yeah, like artists now just smear themselves in paint and just run over it.
Oh, that art stuff pisses me off. The fact that like some artists can like carve a shape and sell it for like millions, then I do this.
Tape a banana.
I do the exact same thing and I get nothing but throw it in the bin. It's garbage.
Tape on a banana, just like it's tape a banana to a wall, just like.
I know it's pointless. It's like, why are you interested in that sort of shit?
If I'm honest, I would have done an apple or an orange, or maybe like a tangerine.
Did you ever like? I had to do like art. I did art for GCSE, and it's like you'd have to sit and like write shit tons.
I did drama, and if I'm honest, I did drama and I failed it.
I was like, I did drama in year 9, but I didn't like the people in the sense like I just worried that they were gonna fuck it up because we just spent the whole time like messing around, and I was like, yeah, if this happens in my GCSE, you're kind of like relying on your other classmates.
I'm not gonna lie, I helped another kid with his work. He got a 5. I couldn't do my own. I got a 3. I failed.
Oh, that's the.
So I found that really ironic. I was like, ironic.
But like, would you like? Do you regret taking drama?
Nah, there's not really other. I mean, if I'd done physics, I had teachers that didn't like me very much and would have picked on me. If I'd done history, same story. I had teachers that didn't like me and would have picked on me.
How come they don't like you?
I have no idea. I honestly don't have a clue. One of the physics teachers was just an absolute knobhead. And he purposely pronounced my name wrong. He kept on calling me hemoglobin, and I'm just like, oh, dude.
Hemoglobin.
I'm just like, I mean, my biology teacher said it once as a joke, and then that was that, and then he dropped it, never said it again. He said it a few more times, but then that was it as a joke when we were talking about blood. And then my physics teacher was just an absolute knobhead about it.
The thing is, I was like the shy kid in my old school. Like,
no, my old school, I was a kid who was just screaming about something.
I just like sat there, and like people just didn't know me. I was like, I sometimes like kind of regret it almost. Like, I kind of want to like make a name for myself now.
I'm not gonna lie, I think uni's the place for that, mate. Or whatever.
Yeah, but I'm not going uni. Are you going uni?
Yeah, I'm going uni. I'm waiting for another reply from another place.
What place are you planning?
Southampton, Brunel, South Bank, and St George's.
Oh, I hope you get those.
Thank you. I've got Southampton. No, not Southampton. I've got South Bank, St George's, and Brunel. I'm just waiting for a reply on Southampton whether they want to interview or not.
Oh yeah, that's good. Like, hope for the best.
So,
it's like,
thank you.
I was like thinking like, do I go uni? But I'm more like taking a year out now.
I'm just gonna have a gap here.
Yeah, but like just work and stuff.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. If you're gonna do a gap year, work or something, because I have another mate who's gonna do something with a construction company and whatnot.
Oh yeah, I don't know like, where to go for. Like, I'll probably like I want to try and find something a bit more part time. You know, like look for something new. I don't know, like have that like fresh start away everything. But I don't know yet.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I'd definitely say like one thing you could do is become a salesman temporarily, or like a car dealership, or maybe a housing agent.
Yeah, I thought housing agent would be sick. You know, you get to tour houses. You get to be like Wolf of Wall Street in the sense of like sales. You can like
Wolf of Wall Street.
I'll be like,
some reminds me, it's like, you know what they do on Wall Street, Moody?
I'll be like, I will not stop selling them this house until they fucking buy the house or fucking die. That was literally it. That was literally what he was like. It's like,
Leonardo
you will not hang up the phone until your clients have either died or fucking died.
The guy was, he's like
Jordan Belfort, absolute mental guy. I want to meet him.
DiCaprio?
Yeah,
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio played Jordan Belfort.
They did. That guy's a
Jordan Belfort. Oh, like I started listening to like his podcasts because like he does like a lot of sales stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's like insane, like, and a lot of it's real. Like a lot of it's true. Like the yacht thing, that's insane. Like,
in fairness, I did like the bit in Wolf of Wall Street where they were just throwing dwarfs through. Like,
yeah, you can't do that now.
You can't. You get cancelled if you do that now. But that was back in like the early 2010s.
Could you even bring like a load of hookers to work with you?
If I tried out at McDonald's, I don't think they'd allow that.
I mean, could I try?
Yeah, I mean,
I think there may be something against hygiene, but like,
yeah, there'll be an obvious hygiene issues.
I wonder like that still goes on for like in like Wall Street.
I don't know. It is Wall Street. They're doing something there.
Hookers, drugs, and everything.
I did love how like flipping GameStop caused the stock market to crash over in the States. So that was quite funny.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Because there was like poor people just like, you know what, let's mess up the stock market because we're bored. And the rich people just like, wait, no, that's not allowed.
I mean, it is, but
it is, but we don't like it.
We don't like it. That's exactly.
Wait, what? You can't do that. What says we can't?
Like, respect to those people, like.
Yeah, that was mental. This because I think what happened was they were constantly. So they were selling a stock at like $10,
yeah,
and then buying it back again at like $7. So each time they'd be making profit each and every time.
Yeah, brokers. The thing is, with investing, brokers make the most money. In reality.
True. Yeah, true.
Like, I can't see like. They're the ones who like use the penny stocks and all that. Like, it's not like you're the real winner. Like, these people are like making millions from it. Yeah,
they're making a load. They're making a nice amount from it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of maths though, and whatnot. It's a lot of maths, and it must be trying stressful because if you make one mistake,
and it's a lot of them are like do illegal, dodgy stuff. The amount of brokers have actually been like arrested.
Yeah, like it usually is a gateway to that thing because then you have the money and then you're just like, well, what do I do with it? Get hooked on it. You get hooked on different things.
Yeah, like the drugs and then everything. It's like you see everyone doing it around you, but also like with the illegal activity, you want more money because the person next to you is doing some illegal stuff. You see him getting away with it, and as a result, like he's got 10 times the amount of money than you, and he does less effort than you. So you're just like, oh well, I mean,
just like, well, what am I doing here then? Exactly. Like, it's kind of like sheep, more like herd mindset, or maybe peer pressuring into.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like you want to be like the best. It's like I think it's a tough situation to be honest. To
yeah, it is a hard situation. When you're that intelligent, have that much power.
Yeah, I think it's like it's tough to say whether or not you want it. That sort of stuff, like those sort of jobs are like the most stressful, depressing jobs. You can have like because like wealth don't bring you happiness.
Yeah, not necessarily. At first, it's very short term. Yeah, but then after that, long term.
I mean, yeah, like short term, but like some of like the highest paying jobs have like the highest suicide rate because of it. Because like you're literally like with like high paying jobs, you got the stress. You know that you know you rack up debt. You know you got to pay stuff off almost, and it's not like with poor people where they're not paying, where they don't have to pay too much. if you're wealthy, you're probably gonna go into debt a bit more, maybe, and then like next thing you know, you need the job to keep up with your nice lifestyle.
I know.
You have that feeling that your wife is only going out with you like due to your wealth. So if you
this is a very insecure sort of thought to have.
Yeah.
If you have that. I think a good idol, not in terms of that, was David Goggins. He went through a lot. Not like stock market related. Came from a poor background, really overweight. Then joined the Marines, and now he's like probably one of the toughest people on the planet now. Absolutely.
So Ant Middleton was another one. He he's been banned from Channel 4 now.
From what?
Channel 4.
Oh, has he? Oh wow.
Even though apparently he said he was leaving anyway, but he had like that depressing lifestyle. I was reading like his book. Haven't actually finished it yet, but like his lifestyle was like his dad died, his mum like kept him away from his dad's family.
Yeah.
Like, lived abroad for a long time. It's that sort of like thing, and he went into the army.
Man, I know that was the same sort of story with Tyson Fury. I think he's because once he stopped boxing and whatnot, he went kind of like depressed and whatnot. But then once he's got back into it, and then he's beaten up. Who did he beat up again? He won a fight against someone. I can't remember who.
Mike Tyson's another one. He went to prison, and then that was when he like learnt boxing, and that was like escape for him.
Oh, Mike Tyson. Him and Tupac were really great friends and whatnot.
Yeah.
I remember I watched an interview with Mike Tyson.
I saw like the impulsive one. He was just eating mushrooms on the podcast.
What? He's a mental guy, man. Just what? Mushroom straight, which is.
Yeah, he's just eating mushrooms straight.
Man, what a mad lad! What a mad guy. I loved him in The Hangover as well.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Mike Tyson. He punches the little flat bloke.
Alan.
Really
I was watching The Hangover actually. I was watching that movie before I came onto the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
That's such a good movie. But yeah. I'm gonna have to say that this is probably gonna have to be the end of the podcast. But thank you for coming on. Been amazing.
Yeah.
We'd love to have you on again if you're ever interested.
I mean, this wasn't really a movies or music.
No,
or films
that's kind of like
podcast.
No, but this is like what we like. We like to have like the main topic where we come in talking about something, and then we go on to completely different topics.
Random sort of. Yeah. No, it makes the conversation interesting, man. No, I've really enjoyed this. No, definitely. I'm happy to do this again. Yeah.
If if you're ever interested again, literally just message us. Be like, oh yeah, we want. We thought about doing a podcast like this. Can we do a podcast like that? And we'll probably be down for it because like we're down to do pretty much almost anything for a podcast.
Yeah.
So like,
no, definitely. I really enjoyed this. I'll happily do this again if you want me to.
Yeah. Well, we'd love to because we're always looking for like new people to get on, even like the same people or like anyone. Literally, like I always say it's better with 3 people than 2 people. Yeah. Sometimes because it's like more people, like more interactions.
You can always try. You can always try 4 people.
4 people. I'm interested to see how that would actually go. To be honest,
you can always try 2 guests. That'll be interesting.
I like to see how that works. Actually.
Yeah.
I think there's 2 people I know who, because they were like 2 of my mates, were like talking about that, getting onto a group of 4. But like 4 people would be good. But thank you for listening to the podcast. If you haven't followed us on Instagram, make sure you do. We are The Limitless Show. And like have a good day. We'll see you next week. Bye.